Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Alter Ego live sale. It is Wednesday night. It is New Comic Book Day, and it's time to talk comics and shop comics. So come on in, say hey while I set up some stuff to get ready to roll here.
Probably not one that I've actually had as a client or a customer ever.
Hope everyone's doing well tonight. It's an amazing day here in Lima. 60 degrees. Crazy weather for December 15th.
I'm sorry for that choice. She may have been a good girl, but Grant's a good dude except for his habits.
It was good in the beginning.
Except for his habits.
Which she asked me about too much of experience.
Did you create work for me?
I sat down. I never shut the door because I was alone.
You
It peed straight up.
Down to pee.
I sat down to pee. Look at the fountain. And I left it cleaner than I found it.
Hey, that's the Boy Scout way.
That's right. Anyways, back to Grant. Come on. This is fun stuff. I never shut the door.
Oh, I was just telling you. She's probably a solid chick.
Yeah, the first year.
He's a funny dude. I just can't
The
hang
first
out
year
with
was
him very long.
Yeah.
All right. We got people rolling in here. Ed, Drew, Nathan,
Holy shit balls.
Caitlin, Mark, Angela, the other Mark, John, Owen, Heath. I am doing well. It's an exciting week. We got a new episode of Hawkeye that I will watch after this sale. Got my tickets to go see Spider-Man tomorrow night. It was a decent week for new comics. We got some. We're gonna jump in the DeLorean and travel back in time later tonight with some back issues from the 80s and 90s. So it's gonna be good. We're gonna have a good time.
Bitch, he's ahead of his age. It's just that roll of the.
Did you pitch a roll?
Oh, fuck yeah, I did.
That could easily happen in Lima.
All right. Yeah, no spoilers for Spider-Man. Keep those to yourselves. I've successfully dodged anything. I've basically just stayed off Twitter for the past 3 days. And every time I see anything related to Spider-Man, I quickly scroll along. So, yeah. Hey, Marissa, glad you're here tonight. Angie's at a Christmas dinner thing with her coworkers. Maybe she'll pop in. Now we yes. Yeah, Dustin, that's not a spoiler. Maybe for some, I don't know. So we're going to go through this week's new releases. Not a lot to go through this week. And then we're going to go through these back issues. We'll go back in time to the 80s and 90s. Some fun stuff in this collection. And maybe some other surprises. So we'll see. So thanks for being here, everybody. I am not caught up on Discovery, Ed. I have not watched any of the new season of Star Trek Discovery. I'm debating whether I want to get my wife and son into Discovery. They haven't watched any. So that would mean going back, starting at the beginning and watching 3 years and then starting season 4 with them. Haven't really decided if I'm going to do that yet. So yeah, I haven't watched any Discovery yet. But you guys are most of you are old hat at this. Not old, you're not old. But if anybody is new, lurking out there, I'm going to run through some new releases as well as some cool older stuff. And if you want something, just type the word sold and then the name of the item. And as we get into the back issues, you're going to need to be specific with issue numbers because there are several issues from the same series. So hopefully it won't get too confusing then. So just comment the word sold and the name and number of the item that you're looking for, and I will verbally acknowledge whether we've got you covered. And then make sure you fill out the Google form that's pinned in the comments, both on YouTube and Facebook, so that I can follow up afterwards. And and get paid and send you your stuff or hold your stuff for you. Okay, let's get rolling. I did not do slides this week. Completely escaped my mind. We had a delivery today of some equipment for our friends at Purple Feet, and that took some time. We had a commercial refrigerator and a commercial freezer delivered today that I had to get in the building and kind of get set up. The joys of being a landlord. But anyway, okay, let's roll. All right, first up is we have two different covers for this one, so hold your horses until you see both. We have Batgirls issue number 1. This is a new, I believe, ongoing set within current continuity in Gotham City. Batgirls number 1. This is cover A, $4, and then we have cover B. Apparently, we have several covers here. Cover B, which is $5, and cover C, which is also $5. So yeah, 3 different covers on Batgirls. This is Stephanie Brown and Cassie, whatever her name is, whose name I can't remember, and Barbara Gordon up here. Oracle is kind of their mentor, den mother, resident assistant as they move into kind of a new clock tower for Oracle to operate out of. It's written by Becky Cloonan, artwork by Will Conrad. If you're a fan of Batman, you should probably check it out. Sarah wants a cover A. Got you covered, Sarah. Yeah, Barbara was kind of unique when she was in the wheelchair, Ed. I'm with you, but I still like the character. I like the character of Barbara Gordon.
I'm in season 5 right now. They're actually in the bathroom doing that similar bit, except they fart after screen.
Another Bat book this week, Robin and Batman, issue number 2 of 3 by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. Many of you picked up issue number 1. Issue number 2 is just as good. This is $6. We still have copies of number 1 if you're late to the party and want to jump into this Robin and Batman 3-issue miniseries that takes place during Dick Grayson's first year as Robin. Very, very, very early days as Robin, and lots of guest appearances in this one. It's so, so good. Yes, Owen, we do have the Devil's Reign short boxes. I can set one aside for you.
It's the one dude's sister.
Yeah, my sister. She's a hottie. The most recent season, she's a bitch.
The other keep moving along.
So we can get to the back issues. We've got Cloaked, issue number 1 of 4. This is a Dark Horse miniseries written by Dark Horse head honcho Mike Richardson. And this is actually my pick of the week. And Alex really liked it too. This is a close contender for him. This is a blatant kind of, I don't want to say ripoff of Batman, but with lots of different twists. So this is about a vigilante. Well, clearly he's using guns, so that's a big twist there. But he's got a young sidekick whose name is, let's see here. Dickie Johnson. Dickie Johnson is the sidekick, and the Batman esque character is Byron West. So it's not humorous, but there are things that will make you smile because of they'll just make you think of Batman and or the Adam West Burt Ward series. Again, my pick of the week is Cloaked. I enjoyed the heck out of it. Really curious to see where it goes. He does not call it. I don't remember what his name is in here. So the vigilante is called the Reaper. The Reaper. I think he was referred to as several different things in his early days. The Sentinel, the Guardian, and the Reaper is the name that took. And the sidekick's name was Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy. The Reaper and Wonder Boy. So if you're looking for, kind of a dark, kind of a crime noir, Batman-esque story with lots of familiar tropes, Cloaked would be for you. This is $4 for issue number 1. Again, it's a 4-issue miniseries. Hey, Tony and Holly, thanks for joining us tonight. Next up, finally, a new Facsimile edition from Marvel. This is Conan the Barbarian Facsimile edition of issue number 1, $4, an exact reprint of the very first issue of Conan the Barbarian. Written by Roy Thomas, artwork by Barry Windsor Smith. Super cool. I love these Facsimile editions. You know I do. They've got the original ads on the back and throughout. Play rock guitar in 3 days. Wonder if I could send that in. Still have it work. $4 for the Conan the Barbarian Facsimile edition. I'm glad that I can now finish high school at home. Excited about that opportunity. We got Stan's soapbox in here. The first letters page. Conan the Barbarian Facsimile edition. Issue number 1 for $4. Ed, I believe you are thinking of The Savage Sword of Conan, which was a magazine-size Marvel publication that was in black and white. That might be what you're thinking of. If you've been following the X-Men Demon Days series, the latest entry is available. Demon Days Rising Storm, written and drawn by Peach Momoko, $5 for Demon Days Rising Storm. We have the standard holiday edition of something from DC Comics. So this is their winter edition, or their Christmas entry. 'Tis the season to be freezin'. This is an 80-page giant from DC, $10, featuring stories of Robin and Mr. Freeze, Vixen and the Super Pets, Bizarro, Firestorm and Killer Frost, Polar Boy, who the heck's Polar Boy? Harley Quinn and Blue Snowman, Flash and Captain Cold, and the Justice League Quarterly. Sold its 'Tis the Season to Kelly and Nick. Nick, we got quite a few things here for you, buddy. Hopefully you can make it in soon. And for those, this will be my announcement. Heath, we already have this on hold for you. You ordered it a while ago. So please, please, please come in before the end of the year and pick up anything that we're holding for you. It really helps us from an inventory standpoint, from a cash flow standpoint. So please come in and pick up anything on hold before the end of the year, and we will be closed on New Year's Eve. So technically that last day is going to be the 30th. So let's see here. We had Kelly and Nick for 'Tis the Season to be Freezin'. And we had Sue picking up a Conan the Barbarian. Got you covered, Sue. Thank you. Brittany, let me check real quick. I saw your message when you tagged me on Facebook, but I was not at the shop when I saw it. Let me check real quick. Sorry, Brittany, no, we do not have any of the expansions for Exploding Kittens. As far as I can tell, we are out of Exploding Kittens as well. So sorry about that. Again, I'm just giving you guys the deadline. Wasn't meant to point fingers at anybody or beat you over the head. We just really would love to get everything kind of off the books for 2021, start fresh in 2022. I have one copy left of 'Tis the Season to be Freezin'. Alex's pick of the week, I also enjoyed it, is Wastelanders Wolverine. This is a one-shot, the first of, I think, 5 one-shots set within the Wastelanders world of Old Man Logan. This is $4, and it's very, very good. It's written by Stephen DeKnight, who's a super writer, was involved with both the Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel TV series. So each issue is going to feature someone from within this world. I think we've got Hawkeye, we've got Doctor Doom, Black Widow, Logan, and Star-Lord, and there might be another one. So sold Wastelanders to Scott. I have 2 copies left. And apparently, I don't think this necessarily connects to the current podcast that's running, but I guess there's a new podcast featuring Hawkeye set within the world of Wastelanders. Yeah, here's an ad for it. Stephen Lang from Blue Guy Avatar. He was the chief bad guy, the general or colonel in Avatar. So there's a new original podcast series out there set within this world. Good stuff. Believe it or not, I'm not walking on air. We are at the end of the single issues for this week. It was a light week, but some great graphic novels out. We've got the hardcover collection of Tom King's Rorschach series. This is Tom King and Jorge Fornes. Original or a 12-issue miniseries published in single issue format first. This is $35 for the hardcover. Yes, it is a hardcover. Kind of, let's see, explores the mythic qualities of one of the most compelling characters from the best-selling graphic novel of all time, Watchmen. $35, 17 and up is the recommended age range. Rorschach hardcover. Shiny and new for the holidays. Also, we have the second Spawn Compendium. This is a ginormous collection of Spawn. This collects issues 51 through 100 and is $60. And Tony, sorry about that. I grabbed your freezing for you, Tony. Thank you. We also have the 3rd volume of Kirby Manga Mania for anyone following the series from Viz. $10 for Kirby Manga Mania Volume 3. And then we have 3 YA books. This first one is a webtoon that is in print for the first time. This is Hooky. It is $13. It is a giant story. When 12-year-old, these are twins, when 12-year-olds Danny and Dorian missed the bus to magic school, they didn't expect to be declared traitors to their own kind. But thanks to a mishap with a dragon egg, a broken broom, and a high-profile prisoner, their faces are on wanted posters throughout the country. Chased by powerful families seeking the prophesied king of witches and royals searching for missing princes, the twins don't know whom to trust. Luckily, they aren't alone with a local troublemaker, a princess, and a teacher who can see the future on their side. The twins might just clear their names, but can they heal their torn kingdom? This is based on the webcomic from Webtoon. Hooky is a stunning print format for the first time with exclusive new content sure to please fans new and old. Hooky! Nicholas Baxter wants a copy. I have several copies of it. And Scott Mannon's going to pick up the Spawn Compendium. Got you covered, Scott. Thank you. Lord Olympus. Yes, Caitlin, that is a great book, Lord Olympus. And yes, I will make a note to pre-order that for you. If I can. Hopefully it's in our system. Next all ages book. This is kind of Angie's pick of the week. She read about half of it last night. Really dug it. It is called Just Roll With It. This is $13. As long as Maggie rolls the right number, nothing can go wrong, right? Maggie just wants to get through her first year of middle school, but between finding the best after-school clubs, trying to make friends, and avoiding the rumored monster on school grounds, she's having a tough time. So she might need a little help from her 20-sided die. But what happens if she rolls the wrong number? So this is a middle schooler that's into, RPGs and finding your place in middle school and fantasy and all kinds of fun stuff that I think many of you would enjoy, and maybe some of your kids would enjoy. In fact, I know most of your kids would enjoy it. $13 for Just Roll With It. And Marissa, I will add you to the list for Lore Olympus, Volume 2. And our last YA entry for tonight is Wings of Fire, Volume 5. Wings of Fire, Book 5. Again, this is the graphic novel adaptation of the novel series. The subtitle of this is The Brightest Night. $13 for Wings of Fire, Volume 5. And speaking of Wings of Fire, we have the first Gargoyles figure from NECA, the National Entertainment something something. This is Goliath from the TV show Gargoyles. This is a 7-inch deluxe action figure with multiple faces, multiple hands, a tail, wings that are super big. $33 for Goliath from Gargoyles. I'll give you a couple shots of the back of the box here. This was such a great cartoon. I've kind of forgotten how awesome this was. Had a lot of voice actors from Star Trek The Next Generation. So brand new, just came out today. Goliath from Gargoyles is $33. And this is a long shot, but someone who canceled, or I should say ghosted us with their pull file. Of course, there's no price on here. Alex, this doesn't help me. Never mind. This item will come back next week when I have a price on it, because I don't know what the price is. What else do we have new? We have one new pop, one that no one knew that we were going to get, but we were able to get. One of the Funko exclusive 2021 fall convention exclusives. This is the Superman Blue Funko Pop, $15 for Superman Blue. The effects are really cool. You may not be able to see through the screen, but I think the effects are really cool. Superman Blue, again, was a fall 2021 Funko convention exclusive. $15 gets you a Superman Blue. Tony wants one, and Angela wants a Goliath. We can do that. Thank you. Okay. Was there a manga question? Let's see. Angela wants the Wastelanders Wolverine. And Angela, looks like we have a few things for you. We've got Proctor Valley Road from a ways back and Dark Ages issue 3. There's one manga, but it was again, this is a customer that ghosted us. We ordered it for them. I can't even pronounce this. It is published by Kodansha, or however you pronounce that. Recommended for ages 18 and up. It is $13. Yeah, there was no new manga this week, which is weird. Hey, no problem, Angela. Just, again, we like to see everybody, ideally at least every other week, but at the very, very latest once a month. Okay. I must have missed Nick's. Oh, there's Nick asking any more manga. Nick, you got about 4 volumes sitting here for you, so that should tide you over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 manga volumes. So lots of manga to read over the holidays. So we are going to dive into some back issues. We're going to hop into our time machine of choice, whether it's a TARDIS or a DeLorean or the Guardian of Forever, whatever your preferred time travel thing is. Let's go back. We're going to kind of bounce around where we're going to go back to like the 70s and then maybe the 80s and definitely the 90s. So these are one and done. Make sure you comment sold, the name, and the issue number if necessary. So first one up is kind of a special one for this time of year. We've got the Walt Disney's Christmas Parade issue number 1. This is $50. This was published in, let's see. I don't even think I've removed this from its protective sheath. 1962 for Walt Disney's Christmas Parade issue number 1. I'm going to call this a fine, very fine edition for $50. Not everything is this unique and this expensive or this pricey. Definitely got things for every budget tonight. This one's kind of cool. Christmas Parade lives up there now. All right. Now let's jump into January of 1997 for Deadpool issue number 1. The first issue of his ongoing series, $50 for Deadpool issue number 1 from 1997. Giant-sized, wisecracking, rip-snorting premiere issue of Marvel's first Merc with a monthly. Boom, boom. I don't know if anyone's commenting. My screen keeps looking like it is, but maybe not. I'm going to go over here. Got a bunch of likes there. That's good. Nope, my screen just must be jumping. Jump around. Deadpool goes back on the wall. Speaking of Deadpool, we have X-Force issue number 1 with the Deadpool trading card. $30 for X-Force issue number 1. This is still sealed in the plastic bag and comes with the Deadpool trading card, which was making a bunch of noise or lighting up the internet several months ago when people were getting that card graded and selling it for hundreds of dollars. X-Force number 1 with a Deadpool card, $30. She-Hulk, not the Savage She-Hulk, the Sensational She-Hulk, issue number 1 from 89, it appears. $20 for the Sensational She-Hulk, issue number 1. Of course, there's the She-Hulk series coming out soon on Disney+. Remains to be seen what that will kind of be based on. I think it's probably closer to this She-Hulk, then the Savage She-Hulk. She-Hulk is sold to Owen. Thank you, Owen. Next up, Infinity Gauntlet, issue number 1. Of course, the inspiration for Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, $25, and a cover by George Perez, who we posted about last week, has been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and been given 6 to 12 months to live. George Perez, stunning cover work on here. And kind of an important issue in the Marvel Universe. Infinity Gauntlet number 1, $25. Sold Infinity Gauntlet to Ed. Thank you. Savage Dragon, issue number 1. Eric Larson, written and drawn, only $3 for the Savage Dragon, issue number 1. The one of the longest, maybe the longest running creator owned. I know Spawn is, but Eric Larson has written and drawn every issue of the Savage Dragon, and it's still being published. Savage Dragon number 1, $3. So there was a day, kids, when Marvel and DC got along with each other. And in that day, when that time came, we got the amalgam age of comics, where Marvel and DC characters merged into one new character, Legends of the Dark Claw, issue number 1 of 1. This is a combined character of Batman and Wolverine. Put those two together, what do you get? You get Dark Claw. Issue number 1, $3. Sold Dark Claw to Drew. We are going to stay in the amalgam age of comics for Magneto and the Magnetic Men. This is a crossover between Magneto and the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants and the Metal Men over in DC. $3 for Magneto and the Magnetic Men. I have 2 copies of this. So first 2, get it. Sold Magneto and the Magnetic Men to Tamara. Still have 1 copy left. And our final DC Marvel crossover is kind of an odd batch here. We've got issues 2 and 4 of DC versus Marvel, $8 for the pair. DC versus Marvel, issues 2 and 4, $8 for the pair. So the first 2 issues were billed as Marvel versus DC. And then issues 3 and 4, the title read DC versus Marvel. I guess that was in the contract. Very strange stuff. So this is the setup, and then you get to see some of the amalgam characters on here. Oops, am I holding up the right one? Yes. You can see the Doctor Strange Fate up there. Death, I don't know who that is. Bullseye and somebody. Superboy and Spider-Man. Creeper and somebody else. I don't know. Hawkman and Angel. Issues 2 and 4 of DC versus Marvel, $8. We're going to jump back to Deadpool land for my favorite issue of Deadpool. Now, I should say I am not a huge Deadpool fan. I do really enjoy the Ryan Reynolds movies, but I'm not a huge fan of the comic book character. However, this is my favorite issue of Deadpool, issue number 11. Deadpool travels back in time to the early 1960s version of Peter Parker's Spider-Man, and he interacts with Aunt May and Peter's friends during that time. It's really funny. $15 for Deadpool number 11. It is so good. Also in this issue, an unimportant message to you from the editor about absolutely nothing. You want to see Deadpool crossover into young Peter Parker's life? This is the place to see it. Tamara is going to pick it up. Deadpool, number 11, sold. Next up, Micronauts, The New Voyages. Pay no attention to this price. You get issues 1 and 2 of Micronauts, The New Voyages for $2. Micronauts, New Voyages, issues 1 and 2 for $2. Okay, earlier we had the Walt Disney's Christmas Parade, first issue from 1962. Hey, Jess, glad you're joining. You're just in time. I may have to bring back the first one. So here we go. Walt Disney's Christmas Parade, issue number 1 from 1988 is $5. This is an oversized comic, and it's perfect for this time of year. Walt Disney's Christmas Parade from 1988, $5. I knew it. I knew Jess would want it. So, Jess, you missed out on this one earlier. This is the very first Walt Disney's Christmas Parade from 1962. $50 on this one. Just throwing it out there. No pressure, but wanted to make sure you saw it. And I do have the other one for you. Next up, War Machine, issue number 1, full of shiny foil. $3 for War Machine, issue number 1. Jim Rhodes, the armor and the attitude. We've got lots of foil in the show tonight. That's the 90s stuff. But before we get there, let's go back to an earlier time. Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 1 for $15. I will say that this is kind of a fine. There's a crease on the front cover, and it's also on the back cover. But that's the flaw with this one, is you can't really see it until you get it in your hands, but there's a crease down the front and the back. This is normally about a $75 book. But $15 will get you Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 1. And we'll stay with Spider-Man for a minute. We're going to go way back. Amazing Spider-Man, number 48. This is in, I'm going to say like a 3.5 or a 4. $30 for Amazing Spider-Man, number 48, featuring the Vulture. Originally 12 cents. That was a long time ago. It's really in decent shape for the age. I tend to grade on the conservative side. I'm going to call it a 3.5 or a 4. All right, where are my Star Trek people? Jess, Sarah, Ed. The Gold Key Star Trek series, issue number 2. $25 for the Gold Key, not the Gold Key, the Gold Key Star Trek, issue number 2. Another 12-cent comic, $25. This again is what I would call probably a 4, which would be a very good. I kept number 1 for myself. Sorry, but I'll sell number 2. Tamara wants Amazing Spider-Man 48. Thank you, Tamara. We go from Star Trek to Star Wars, the Marvel Star Wars series, issue number 5. This has a little bit of wear and tear on the cover here. I'm going to call this again, kind of probably a $3 for Star Wars number 5. Have a couple other Star Wars issues. I'm going to come back to them in a minute because I don't want to get confused with the different numbers. So let's go back to the world of Star Trek. This is Deep Space. This is a crossover. It was a Deep Space Nine Star Trek Next Generation crossover, part 1 of 4, signed by cover artist Sonia Helios with a certificate of authenticity. $5 for Deep Space Nine Star Trek The Next Generation issue number 1, signed by cover artist Sonia Helios. Great art. Ed picks up the Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Michael picks up Star Wars number 5. All right, now that Star Wars 5 is out of the way, we'll go to Star Wars issue number 8. $10 for Star Wars issue number 8. This is in much better shape. We're going to call this a fine, very fine, probably, or maybe just a very fine. $10 for Star Wars issue number 8 with everybody's favorite green rabbit. What's his nuts? Someone's going to tell me. Probably Ed, maybe Michael. I can't remember. Jackson? Jackson, that's his name. Star Wars number 8, $10. Yes, Jackson. I got it, Ed. I just had to stop and think about it for a minute. Thanks for bailing me out. While people are thinking about Star Wars, let's go back to Star Trek. This is Star Trek The Next Generation Shadowheart, issue number 1, also signed by cover artist Sonia Helios, also with a certificate of authenticity. $5 for Star Trek Next Generation Shadowheart, issue number 1. Sold Star Trek to Sarah. That's only fair. Ed got 1, Sarah got 1. That's fair. And there's still more to come. Star Wars number 9, also featuring Jackson. Interesting. $10 for Star Wars issue number 9. Again, I'll probably call this a fine, very fine. $10. Star Wars number 9. And we will continue the back and forth. We have Star Trek The Next Generation Special, number 2, signed by, guess who? Cover artist Sonia Helios, includes a certificate of authenticity. It's a limited edition of 100, featuring Ensign Rowe, Geordi, and Will Riker on the cover here. $10 for Star Trek The Next Generation Special, number 2, signed by cover artist Sonia Helios. Sold Star Trek Special to Sarah. And guess what? Anybody else? I have 2 copies. 2 copies. So there's still one available. Ed or Jess or anybody else. And they're numerical. This is number 58 of 100. And this is number 59 of 100. Sarah gets 58. Star Wars, issue number 12. Fine, very fine. $3. Star Wars, issue number 12. $3. And my last, I think it's my last. It's not my last Star Trek item. This one's super cool though. This is a graphic novel, Star Trek Tests of Courage graphic novel, signed by cover artist Sonia Helios with a certificate of authenticity, also signed by George Takei. No certificate of authenticity, but I've seen George's signature. I know what it looks like, and that is George Takei's signature. Star Trek Tests of Courage graphic novel, $25, signed by both the cover artist and George Takei. That one is sold to Jess. Congratulations. We will change gears and go with Dawn, As Deep As, issue number 1/2, signed by Joe Linsner, the creator of Dawn, including a wizard certificate of authenticity. Yep. The only way to get this, I think, was to mail in some proofs of purchase from Wizard. $13 for Dawn, As Deep As, issue number 1/2, signed by Joseph Michael Linsner. Oh my, indeed, Caitlin. Oh my. The return of the foil, Uncanny X-Men, issue number 350, $25. I was shocked that this was a $25 book when I was pricing and grading these comics this week. I don't know why, but it is. It's a $25 book. It's actually a little bit more than 25 because I grade conservatively, but this is a near mint comic. Very shiny. Gambit's cards are shiny. The word X-Men is shiny. What do we have? Gambit's greatest secret revealed, and some sins can never be forgiven. Foil covers remind Jess of Pop-Tarts. Interesting. Learn something new every day. I love Pop-Tarts. I used to eat Pop-Tarts every day for breakfast as an adult when I was in my mid-20s. If I did that now, I would be really, really large. I have to restrain myself for weight reasons and cholesterol reasons, boys and girls. Marvel Comics presents Weapon X Part 1, issue number 72, $25. This is a very fine comic. $25 for Marvel Comics Presents issue number 72, which is the first part of the Weapon X story that gave us kind of part of Wolverine's origin. Barry Windsor Smith, 1991. Pop-Tarts become Nutri-Grain bars after 35. Yep. Mark, you probably, it's that teacher in you that gets the Pop-Tarts. Another Star Trek piece, Deep Space Nine, issue number 1, $2. $2. This is when Marvel published Star Trek comics. November 1996, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, issue number 1, $2. Also from November 1996, Elektra, number 1, $2. Sold Deep Space Nine to Sarah. I used to eat a lot of Twinkies too. And to me, Twinkies just don't taste the same now as they did when I was a kid. I don't know if it's my taste buds, if it's what they put in Twinkies. I don't know. They just don't taste the same. They don't. Learning a lot about my eating habits tonight. What if Peter Parker had to destroy Spider-Man? Issue number 76. What if number 76, $3. What if Peter Parker had to destroy Spider-Man? Yeah, they don't taste as good. I'm glad it's not just me. We got at least 3 people are chiming in here. This is super cool if it's in your wheelhouse. Generation X, Marvel Generation X Underground Special, $3. And this is on like a heavier cardstock. Jim Mahfood is the writer and artist on this. He's kind of an underground artist. He's doing stuff at Image. He's done stuff off and on at Image for decades. But Generation X Underground Special has a very underground feel to it for $3. Kelly has picked up What If Peter Parker Had to Destroy Spider-Man. Not every couple has to agree, Jessica. Yeah, I don't think Angie likes Twinkies either. Sold Generation X to Caitlin. All right, I have to answer a quick question. Somebody over on YouTube wants to know, yes, for first-time buyers, you just fill out the Google form, and I will follow up with you tomorrow. So if there's anything that you want to claim, you type sold and then the name of the item and issue number, and it's first come, first serve, and I will verbally confirm if you get it or not. If you have any other questions, send them my way. Oh my gosh, there's so much foil. So much foil. Punisher, #1. Look at this cover. The whole background, it's an electrifying first issue, $5. Punisher #1, published under the Marvel Edge imprint, whatever that it was. $5 for Punisher, electrifying first issue. That's shocking. Nathan picks up the Punisher. Okay. Yeah, I have to go back. I just found another copy of something I sold earlier. Okay, no one else wanted it, but I will tell you that I have another copy of Dark Claw for $3. Michael's going back and jumping on the Star Wars 8, 9, and 12. And Sarah is picking up the Star Trek #2. Awesome. Thanks, folks. More. This is foil. I don't know what this is. It's foil and something else, but this is Prophet. Prophet issue #1. All shiny and foily. I heard, isn't there a rumor that there's a Prophet movie in development? I thought I heard that not too long ago. If you want some foil and some Prophet, like with a PH, not with an F, $5 will get it. Earlier, we had X-Force #1 with the Deadpool card. No one jumped on that, but I do have 3 copies of X-Force #1 without the Deadpool card. They are still sealed. I have there are different cards in them, but I'm going to say $3, $3 each for X-Force #1 with a random card sealed in it. It is none of them are Deadpool though. Sorry. Yes, if you need some aluminum foil for your holiday baking, you can use some of these comics, maybe. Two, three, four. All right, we have a mini series. We have a mini series with foil, starring an X-woman. We have Rogue, 4-issue miniseries, $10 every. Oh, only the first one. No, they all have foil. There's foil in different places. It's kind of like the seek and find, or Where's Waldo. You have to try and find where the foil is. Rogue miniseries, issues 1 through 4, $10, gets you all 4 issues and more foil. And if Rogue is not your favorite X-woman, perhaps Storm is. The 4-issue Storm miniseries with foil covers, $10. $10 for Storm 4-issue miniseries. Storm for $10, 4-issue miniseries, and Rogue for $10, 4-issue miniseries. Ooh, Jess jumps in with both Rogue and Storm going to Jess. There's Rogue Storm coming. Ooh, we'll stay with the X-Men. We got some X-books coming up here. We have X-Men Adventures, issue number 1. $20. I was again surprised by this one. That it's gone up in value significantly over the past several years. X-Men Adventures number 1, based on the classic X-Men animated series, which is coming back next year on Disney Plus. X-Men 97, I think is what it's called. X-Men Adventures number 1, $20. And we've graduated from foil to holograms with Wolverine number 75. Only $5 for Wolverine number 75. With the Wolverine hologram on the cover. Okay, no takers on that. Let's go to Wolverine number 50 with the die cut cover. $3 for Wolverine number 50. And we'll jump over to X-Men. X-Men number 1. This is the gatefold cover that has all 5 versions or all 4 versions, however many versions there were, of the Jim Lee cover. X-Men number 1 by Jim Lee and Chris Claremont. $5. I really miss Jim Lee drawing Marvel characters. I mean, I love Batman and everything, but Marvel is my first love. Jim Lee drew some pretty amazing X-Men. Another hologram cover. This time, it's Magneto. X-Men number 25 is $15 because this is the issue where Wolverine gets the adamantium ripped out of him by Magneto. X-Men number 25. That's a Gambit hologram. It's a Gambit hologram. $15. Witness Wolverine having the adamantium ripped out of him by Magneto. Got a few more what ifs. What if Dr. Doom became the Sorcerer Supreme? $3. This is what if number 52. What if Doom became the Sorcerer Supreme? We have what if number 62. What if Wolverine battled Weapon X? $3. We have what if number 74. What if Mr. Sinister formed the X-Men? $3. Sold what if Dr. Doom to Tony? We have what if number 75. What if Blink from Generation X had not died? $3. Sold what if Mr. Sinister to Tony? And we have another foil. We're going to end our run of comics with more foil. Silver Surfer number 100, foil hologram. I guess it's a hologram, not foil. Maybe it is foil. Number 100, signed by artist Tom Grinberg with a certificate of authenticity. Signed in 1995 at the New York Comic Con. Silver Surfer 100. Sold Silver Surfer to Tony. All right, I do have 3 more things before I let you go. And they are unique. They're not really what we normally do, but it is Christmas and they're kind of timely. And there was a day when these were commonplace in comic stores. So what am I talking about? Hey, no problem, Fly and Fight, for being late to the party. You can always go back and watch and comment after the fact, and I can let you know what's available or not. But we're just finishing things up here with some non-sports trading cards. And some of you that were here for our Black Friday sale, you may have seen these, but many of you were not able to make it. So our first entry is a box of Beatles trading cards. This is sealed from 1996. $25 for a sealed box of Beatles trading cards. Very timely with the Get Back documentary. I think it's Get Back that Peter Jackson has edited and put together. I am on the last part. I think I have less than a half hour left. It is so, so good. It's made me really, really reconnect with the Beatles. So anyway, Beatles box of trading cards. $25. Yes, the Beatles music is in my head all the time now. Caitlin, I watch it when I'm on the treadmill in the morning, and then I have breakfast. So I get off the treadmill, and I've just got whatever song they were playing last is then running around in my head. So I actually had to listen to Beatles radio this morning as I was having breakfast to get it out of my head. But it's so, so good. All right. Our next entry here is a box of Wizard of Oz trading cards from sometime in the 1990s. $50. There's the date. Nope, that's the original release, 1939. A box of Wizard of Oz trading cards. You know what? Collect all 72 foil stamped cards. Dun dun dun. Foil everywhere. All the foil. $50 for a box of Wizard of Oz foil trading cards. Just running these by you just in case. And then this last one, it's really that time of year for It's a Wonderful Life. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have a box. I have several boxes actually of It's a Wonderful Life trading cards. Oh my gosh, 72 foil stamped cards from It's a Wonderful Life. $20, $20 for a box of, let's see, there are 7 cards per pack. There are 30 packs in this box. It includes a unique talking card and 6 chromium cards from It's a Wonderful Life. Just thought I'd throw these out here. Fun fact, I had never watched It's a Wonderful Life until about 3 years ago. And now I have to watch it every holiday season. It is just such a great movie. And Jimmy Stewart, man, what an amazing actor. Jess wants a box. I do have several boxes of all of these, actually. I bought this collection about a month ago, and it had some comics. Some of the comics we went through tonight, but most of it was trading cards. And there are so many trading cards. This is the easy stuff, the stuff that's sealed in a box. But I have sets, I have singles, I have binders, I have chase cards, I have standard cards, I have original Star Wars cards from 1978, 77. I have original Empire Strikes Back cards. Yes, there are Disney cards, Jess. I will let you know, or I'll follow up. Maybe I don't know. I'll do something, but there is so much to go through. I have tubs and binders and binders. It's just taking up a lot of space. Hopefully I'll be able to get to everything in the near future. But yes, I'll talk to you offline, Jess, and let you know what I've discovered so far. So there are some sealed boxes of Disney stuff and some sets and some binders and all kinds of stuff. There are no wacky packages, whoever you are, Fly and Fight. I don't know who you really are. Maybe there are. When I was a kid, there are a few of these things that maybe that's what they were, wacky packages. They were stickers of like current household products, but twisted. So the closest comparison I have is like a Garbage Pail Kid, but with household products. Oh, Alex, hey, how are you doing? So yeah, I will start throwing some cards up here. I'm trying to stick to. They're all non-sports, but the '90s was like there was so much stuff. I'm trying to stick with really focusing on the stuff that might be in your wheelhouse. Like sci-fi, there's lots of Star Trek cards. There's X-Files. There's a lot of art cards like Frank Frazetta and Boris Vallejo and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, for the next little bit, it could be years actually. For every live sale for the next 10 years, I will feature some trading cards. It's fun and there's some really cool, like really unique Star Trek cards that my fellow Star Trek fans will appreciate. I have not found any Lost in Space cards, Mark, but I'll keep checking. And I did finish the Lost in Space Netflix series, Mark, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. We've been watching that as a family. I think it was really well done. I loved the music in it. It kind of felt a little John Williams-esque, which is great since he wrote the theme music to the original TV series. Anyway, I'm just babbling at this point. Last call for anything that we've featured tonight. I will tell you that I think we're going to take next week off, which would be the week of Christmas. We're going to take that Wednesday off because right now I'm not sure how much stuff is coming in. And that'll give me some time to price some more stuff. Yeah, I kid you not, there's so much of stuff. Yes, Caitlin, and I skipped that one because I didn't read it. This is, I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Hecate? Is it Hecate? Is it, I don't know. Hecate? I say Hecate, but I don't know. I'll pull a copy for you. Yeah, I'll get back to everybody on the cards. I really need to just spend a day going through a couple of the tubs. Hecate, that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was. I feel better now. Thanks for helping me out with the pronunciation tonight, folks. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. Hanging out with me, flying solo with no Angie. She was actually having dinner with friends right up the street. She texted me a while ago, said she might come by. I guess she changed her mind. So I'm going to go home and watch Hawkeye. I'm going to go see Spider-Man tomorrow. So thanks, everybody. I'll follow up with you tomorrow if you are to be invoiced. Otherwise, hopefully we'll see you soon. And again, please, if you can come in before the end of the year and clean out everything we're holding for you, it'll make my life so much easier, really. So since I won't see you, yes, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays if you do not celebrate Christmas. And I think we'll be back the Wednesday before New Year's. So thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. We all appreciate you. You've been fantastic over the last year and a half that we've been doing these live sales, and we're going to keep on doing them. And I'll keep finding cool, like no one gets to see some of this stuff that you guys get to see. So thanks for tuning in. And again, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year if we don't talk before then, all that fun stuff. 2022's got to be better than the last 2 years, right? Right? All right, everybody. Maybe we'll talk Spider-Man next time. No spoilers. Don't post spoilers. Stay safe and be well.